Hello, beautiful earth angels, cycle breakers, empaths. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, let me just tweak that a little bit for Instagram. Let me see. Interesting. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Earth Angels Unite, podcast 167, Protecting Your Energy Without Building Walls. Your aura is the fourth and outermost layer of your energy body. It is the electromagnetic field surrounding your physical body, designed to protect your physical body while helping you discern what belongs to you and what does not. As an empath, earth angel, and cycle breaker, it's easy to unconsciously absorb other people's emotions, stress, expectations, and even pain. Your aura wasn't designed to carry the weight of the world. It was designed to filter it. Spiritual relaxation helps you strengthen your aura so that you can remain open hearted, compassionate, and connected without taking on what isn't yours to carry. So, I'm so excited to talk about the energy body today. My name is Jill Kempner, and I'm known as the angelic pain relief expert. I serve as an angel coach, alchemist, and author of Receiving from Your Angels, 4 practices to heal your pain with angel love. And again, I'm delighted to be here with you. Say hi if you're here. My intention with these podcasts, with all of my offerings, is to create a space of transformation, that you come one person and you leave transformed. And I see this time as this offering as time with your angels. So as you set that intention, whether you're here live, whether you're connecting with a replay, whether it's today, tomorrow, this week, or 5 years from now, trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be, that these teachings, this medicine lands exactly when you need to hear it. So as an angel coach, my mission is to lead as an angelic pain relief expert. My mission is to lead highly sensitive, highly intuitive souls to transform their pain into peace and become calm, clear, and confident, the true you, with angel love and relaxation. That is my medicine. I'm here. Another way of saying that is to heal the pain of the world one soul at a time by helping you glow from the inside out. So, what I help my coaching clients with is to create a daily practice of receiving love and healing from their angels consciously and intentionally to heal their pain. So we set a crystal clear intention and then create a foundational, easy, simple, joyful practice that allows them to receive that intention to heal that pain. So it's not just receiving love from your angels, it's receiving love to heal pain. And that includes this energy body basics class. It's not just, oh, let me tap into my energy body. It's like, let me tap into my energy body to align with my energy body, connect with it, to intentionally and consciously transform pain into peace, into gems. So I help my clients, I walk by their side while taking that lead, right? What's heavy, leaden, and painful in their life, and turning it into spiritual gold. And because we're human, because we're a soul having a human experience, and sometimes the pain that we're experiencing is not only decades old, but possibly even lifetimes old. It does take time in the earth plane. So that's why I take my clients on a journey. Yes, of course, I can do one angel healing session. And will it create change and healing? Absolutely, 100%. And if we go on the journey, there we go into those layers and really transform from the inside out, really turn that pain into a gem. And we do that through the relax, release, receive process that I've been talking about and highlighting as part of these podcasts. So these podcasts are a living transmission of the work I do with my a living transmission of my book and the work I do with my clients. So I'm hoping that I'm sharing. Hi, say hi if you're here. And I want to answer questions. So if you have a question about the teaching today or about what I do as an angel coach, put it here. If I can't answer it while we're in the live, I will answer it. And if you want to go deeper, I have a free consult, and the angelic pain relief consult, and I'm going to talk about that. I'll put the link. Thank you for reminding me. I have to put the link in yesterday's free meditation and I'll also put it in here, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay. Thank you for all that beautiful energy. So happy, right? Happy. I think we're in the last day of Cancer. We're about to touch into Leo. We're about to touch it. We're about to touch into Mercury direct. Hallelujah. And yeah, just an honor to be here with you. So welcome. All right. So there's 5 guiding principles to connecting with your auric field. So why are we talking about the energy body? Your angels, well, a couple things. First of all, when I'm talking about the angels, there's no religious affiliation. Angels are beyond religion. The angels are the heartbeats of God who love you unconditionally and respect and honor your free will. So you must ask them for help. Yes, they're available for help 24/7. I just posted that on. I'm like, they're open 24/7 hotline, right? But we have to ask. So inviting the angels is actually the first step in the alchemy formula. Invitation plus devotion plus intention plus R to the third, relax, release, receive, creates alchemy, right? And what is that alchemy? The wound is no longer heavy. The wound is no longer a wound. It's wisdom. It's light. It's a gem. It's your medicine. So if you're walking around carrying heavy emotions, past situations, this is the time to ask your angels for help. So how does the energy body play into that? Our energy body is designed to protect our physical body, to release pain, and to receive love from the angels. The angels are pure energy. So it's easier for our physicality, our humanity, our ego to connect with our angels through our energy body first. So if we don't pay attention to our energy body, right? If we don't pay attention to our best friend, if we don't pay attention to a work project, right? It's not going to feed us back. It's not going to respond in kind. So paying attention to your energy body, cleansing your energy body, activating your energy body every day is essential on the path of the earth angel. And it's about taking your power back. It's about honoring your divinity. It's about stepping onto your highest timeline. So I hope that all makes sense. And there's so much more. So let's talk about the 5 guiding principles of the auric field. And let me just see if there is something else the angels are saying. I actually feel like I'm going to switch it up. So I'm going to talk about the story because I feel like my story is really short today, but I think that's going to actually inform the 5 principles and be woven into that. So surrendering the pain, surrendering the pattern. So recently I found myself slipping into an old pattern. Now, of course, it's Mercury retrograde. That I've carried for much of my life. And Mercury retrograde is the time to look at those patterns that we said yes to. We said, yes, I want to transform that. Yes, I want to heal that. Yes, I want to take that legacy burden out of my lineage. Sign me up. So whenever something doesn't go according to plan, right, especially in my business, I immediately go to, what did I do wrong? And this was super highlighted in my therapy session yesterday. I blame myself. I question myself. I assume I've somehow failed. Hmm. And as you can imagine, what does that create inside of me? Feeling discouraged, feeling disappointed. For me, what also came up, which was really interesting, was a feeling ashamed. It was sort of a feeling ashamed that I still have this pattern, even though I so know it's just a part. And I've worked so intentionally on it. And then ashamed that I just have this, like, uh, this 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 fear that somehow I'm wrong, that I'm doing it wrong, that I'm wrong. Um, and it's just something that I have worked on this my whole life. Actually, I almost feel emotional talking about it. So I know it's still healing. So even after years of healing, this pattern still knows how to get my attention. So the outside external circumstances are triggering this feeling. Why? Not because it's punishment, not because I failed, but because I said yes to healing this and reclaiming my true essence, right? The calm, clear, confident me. And this pattern of feeling shame, blaming myself, feeling like I've done something wrong doesn't serve my mission any longer. However, right, what I realized was, and exiling it doesn't work, suppressing it doesn't work, ignoring it doesn't work, because it comes right back, right? I can hide it for a little while, but then I'm right back in that pattern when an external outside circumstance happens that triggers it again. So it's gotten really loud, and I'm like, okay, now is the time. And then it was like my therapist, lovingly holding space for me and helping me unpack all of it. And then it was just like, oh my gosh, use the relax, release, receive process on it. Oh, and I did it yesterday and this morning, and I got a gem. So I hope it comes through again, because it was like in my meditation, then I got ready and got on the podcast. So it'll come to me. So during the session with my therapist, she said something so simple that it stopped me in my tracks. Now, my therapist has been with me since 2011. So she's very intuitive. She's very connected. And I want her to tell me what my angels are saying, right? She's not an angel channeler by any means, but she's open to that. So she said, here's what I keep hearing, Jill: surrender. And I was like, right. She goes, surrender without fear. And it was like a wave washed over me as I remembered the connection to this teaching today, right? That surrender is spiritual relaxation, in one word, is surrender. So I was like, oh my God. And then she said something, was one of my favorite quotes: the mind that created the problem cannot solve the problem, right? So I have this part that's like, see, you don't have enough views on this podcast, so you're doing something wrong. See, you don't have enough enrollments in this class, you're doing something wrong, right? It's like all this outside evidence of this core wound that I think many of us sensitive souls struggle with. So let me know if this resonates. So the moment I heard that word, I remembered spiritual relaxation. I remembered that surrender isn't giving up, it's creating space for grace. And clearly, as you're sitting here watching me talk about this wound, clearly you can see that this part needs grace, right? That this part needs compassion. It's easy to see from the outside. So if you can see that, imagine what I can do for my clients, right? Because as an angel coach, I'm a sacred witness, right? Holding this massive, compassionate, loving space. I'm not even holding it, I'm creating it with the angels so that we can lovingly witness your pain, your wound, your block. I'm also a cheerleader because the coaching experience is joyful, is encouraging, is uplifting, right? Because I'm set to channel your soul and your angels. That's my intention. So Wow, that was a beautiful download. Okay, angels, thank you for that. So, space for grace. Well, I love it. And that's how we activate our aura. Spiritual relaxation. Remember, level, each layer of your energy body can be accessed through a level of relaxation. That's what we've been talking about for the past 4 weeks or so. So, what was my aura holding? Right? Shame, blame, self judgment, the fear of doing it wrong. That was still living somewhere in the layers of my aura, because the aura is one unified field, like an egg shape around you, but is categorized into 4 layers so that we can understand it. So there was an emotional imprint, there was a mental imprint, there was even a spiritual imprint, right? Because I needed to learn the lesson from this wound. And it was gonna, what did they say? The lesson keeps coming, or the pattern keeps coming, the issue keeps coming, the pain keeps coming till you learn the lesson. And it isn't about punishment. It's about soul chosen growth and healing. Okay, so many downloads. So spiritual relaxation, surrender, is trusting that I don't have to carry the shame, the blame, the self-judgment by myself. This old imprint was surfacing again, not because I was failing, but because another layer was ready to be transformed. So my therapist did what she did, right? She pulled me up and out of the pattern, right? Back to my soul, back to the angelic perspective, back to my medicine. And it's like, oh, this is just this pattern. And all these outside circumstances are pointing to me healing this pattern. And already I'm feeling grateful. Um, and this part is feeling grateful because she is getting attention. For me, it's a she. So instead of fighting the pattern, the pain, I chose to surrender, step into spiritual relaxation, tend to the part that was living in me and in my energy body and in my aura. And that's how I keep choosing freedom over fear, which I really love. So let me see what else the angels are saying about that. So when a client comes to me with physical pain, anxiety, grief, or emotional overwhelm, we don't just focus on the symptom. Through the relax, release, receive process, through the alchemy formula, the client sets an intention. The angels illuminate the energetic imprint that is ready to be healed, that's living in the energy body, living in the chakras, living in the aura. Sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's shame, trauma, grief, and old belief that we've carried that for decades. That was what my therapist was saying. She's like, this is just a really old belief. And yes, you've been pulling it up from the roots, and yes, you've been working on it. And here's just another layer, right? Another layer of the onion. And this is why we need help, right? I feel emotional. This is why we need a coach. This is why we need a therapist. This is we need someone else to hold space for us. Because sometimes these wounds, they need that sacred witness, right? Sometimes we can do it on our own for sure. And that's why I teach all these podcasts and give away so much of my medicine. Well, share my medicine freely is the word I want to say. Because you can listen to this and heal. And sometimes it can be it's transformational when we invest in ourselves. Okay. Thank you for that. So rather than simply just clearing energy, we listen to the message the imprint contains. That's often where we actually need the most help with because, yeah, you can use the relax, release, receive process. You can invite the angels and have a beautiful clearing for sure, and a release and relief. Absolutely 100%. But it's temporary until we get the gem, the lesson from that. And that we need help and support with, right? And understand the angels are available to again 24/7, 365 days. There's no limitation on the angels' ability to help you heal. The limitation is our unwillingness to commit, right? Our inconsistency, our fears. Does that make sense? Say hi if you're here. Hi, Laura, Pori, Preetha, Anja. Is it Anja? Oh, I almost said Ajna. Hello, welcome. Okay, so many downloads. So the angels and I help my client release the painful imprint while we're claiming the gem, the wisdom, and the medicine that's been waiting underneath it. So that's how pain becomes purpose. That's how the wounds become wisdom. And that's how clients stop carrying the weight of the world and begin living in alignment. Alignment with your soul, alignment with your truth, your intuition, your angels, your purpose. So healing doesn't happen by building bigger walls. It happens by strengthening the light that you have had within you all along. And we need the outside light to pour in and brighten our inner light. It's not pour the light in because the light's not there. No, the light's there. We just want to make it brighter, right? Take that lead and turn it into gold. Okay, I'm glad we started that way. I'm just listening. See what the angels are saying. Okay. So, 5 guiding principles of the auric field. Your aura is a living field of light. So, your aura is an electromagnetic field surrounding your physical body that science has been able to measure. Although we often picture it as an egg-shaped field of light, it's much more than an invisible glow around you. Your aura is alive. It's constantly receiving, processing, filtering, and communicating information from both your inner world and the environment around you. As an empath, earth angel, cycle breaker, which is who I'm here to serve, your aura is often highly sensitive, allowing you to perceive subtle emotions, energies, and spiritual guidance that others may overlook. So when your aura becomes congested from stress, trauma, grief, fear, pain body, or carrying what isn't yours, it becomes more difficult to hear your intuition, to trust your inner knowing, and to understand the deeper messages behind your pain, beneath the pain. So rather than seeing physical pain as something that is happening to you, your aura invites you to ask, what is this experience trying to teach me? This automatically starts to create space. right? There's something, it's funny, I got blessing in this, number 33, blessing in disguise today. It's like, um, how is this happening for me, right? How is this a blessing in disguise? So, pain relief begins by recognizing that healing doesn't only happen within the physical body, it happens with the energetic field that surrounds and supports you. So, that's number one. Your aura is a living field of light. Two, your aura helps you discern what is yours to heal. So, and I'm hearing something from the angels. So, what they're saying is slow down just for a minute. Notice which one of these guiding principles your soul, your angels are highlighting for you that you might want to go back and explore more. Um, and I also have a beautiful class on the full moon at Sacred Ground called Energy Body Basics, where I'm putting everything that I've talked about in these podcasts together in a relaxing, empowering, and joyful workshop under the light of the full moon. And I'll share those details at the end. Okay, so one of the greatest gifts of your aura is the ability to help you discern what belongs to you and what does not. So, as an empath, earth angel, cycle breaker, it's common to unconsciously absorb other people's emotions, stress, expectations, and even their pain. And we're talking about oftentimes it's immediate family, but it can also be the work relationships, friendships, and even the world. Over time, right, this can leave you feeling depleted, overwhelmed, anxious, or physically exhausted without understanding why. When you're carrying what isn't yours, your nervous system and your body are working overtime to process energy they weren't even designed to hold. So, this is one of the reasons pain relief can feel so difficult. If you're trying to heal your own pain while simultaneously carrying everyone else's emotional burdens, your energy is divided, split. So, through spiritual relaxation and conscious awareness of your auric field throughout the day, you begin to recognize what belongs to you, to your healing journey, and what belongs to someone else. This doesn't make you, this is something that's just so important to emphasize, right? This doesn't make you any less compassionate, any less loving, any less caring, right? It's the shift from codependency to sovereignty. It actually allows you to love from a healthier place because you're no longer confusing compassion with carrying. Healing for you becomes lighter when your only responsibility is for what is truly yours to transform. And I heard this quote and it resonated so deeply with me. If it's too heavy to carry, it's not yours to carry. And it was like, I don't know why that touched me so deeply. All right, number 3, your aura contains both your wounds and your wisdom. So your aura is more than just a protective field of light. It also serves as the living library of your experiences. Within your auric field are the energetic imprints of your life, your traumas, your triumphs, your fears, your faith, your grief, and your gratitude. As an earth angel, your aura carries not only the wounds that you came here to heal, that you're not meant to heal alone, but also the wisdom, the gifts, the medicine that your soul came here to share. Every experience leaves an imprint, but not every imprint is meant to remain a burden. And this is why we ask the angels for help. So when we are experiencing physical or emotional pain, it's easy to focus on what hurts. But through the relax, release, receive process, the angels don't simply help you release the wound. They illuminate the hidden wisdom within it. That's why I often say we're not just looking for relief from the pain, we're looking for the gem the pain contains. So every wound has a potential to become wisdom. Hmm. And why are we making it so hard on ourselves, right? Let's ask for help. So every burden has the potential to become medicine. So as the painful imprints are transformed, your aura becomes lighter, clearer, more aligned with your soul's truth and purpose, right? Number 4, your aura responds to spiritual relaxation. So the fourth layer, um, yeah, it's the fourth level of relaxation is spiritual relaxation. And again, I know I already talked about this a little bit, right, in the story. And I've defined spiritual relaxation in one word. It's surrender. But surrender isn't giving up, it's creating space for grace, benevolence, and trust, right? Spiritual relaxation is the foundation of divine order because it is saying you're exactly where you're meant to be. Everything is unfolding for your highest good and highest healing. And that the universe, one of the principles of spiritual relaxation is that the universe is benevolent. And that can be really hard for our parts that are in pain, in fear, in trauma to trust that. And how, as soon as I'm saying those literally words coming out of my mouth, that's what the angels are inviting me into, that next level of benevolence. Because part of our medicine as earth angels, right, the 4 earth angel pillars is to embody the benevolence of the divine, right, through relaxation. So, oh, I love that. Chills. Angel bumps. All right. Um, where was I? So, yeah, it's spiritual relaxation is trusting the benevolence of the universe and remembering that you're exactly where you're meant to be, even when life doesn't look the way you expected it. Spiritual relaxation is the willingness to loosen your grip on fear, control, and self judgment so you can receive the love, the unconditional love, the guidance, the support that's been available to you all along. So, this is why spiritual relaxation is so powerful for pain relief. When we cling to shame, blame, resentment, or the belief that we've done something wrong, those energetic imprints become heavier within our aura. Through surrender, we stop carrying the burden alone. We allow the angels to help us transform that pain rather than simply to endure it. Ooh. As we create space for grace, for trust, for benevolence, our aura again becomes more resilient. We don't have to build these walls around our heart. You don't have to build walls around your heart. You become spiritually supported enough that you no longer carry what isn't yours to carry. The angels taught me something that was so beautiful and powerful about our energy body. At first, they gave me this message for our aura, but then they expanded it to our energy body. The size, strength, and adaptability of your energy body, of your aura and energy body, depends on your awareness of it. The size, the strength, the adaptability. So your aura can be 4 feet around you or 20 feet around you, right? The more that we tend to it, pay attention to it. And our aura is the first thing that walks into a room, really before our physicality does, right? So people can feel what we're carrying. And this I understand that that's simultaneously a blessing and a challenge, right? At the same time, right? And in the beginning, when I was first learning about all this, I had a part that was like almost, it was again that shame, that embarrassment, like the people are gonna feel my aura and know that, like, um, I have this like wound in there, right? And then what the angel said to me is, if you're not judging it, they're not judging it. And I was like, oh my God, thank you for helping me not judge it. So I hope that helps. All right, number 5, your aura expands as you become more authentic. So, one of the greatest misconceptions about healing is that we need to become someone different. And I love this because the angels love us exactly as we are right here, right now. They don't want us to change, they don't need us to change to be loved. However, at the same exact time, it's sort of the divine paradox. The paradox is they're constantly inviting us to the next iteration of ourselves, right? To the next level of healing, to the next more embodiment of our soul. So there's always change and growth and healing happening. Does that make sense? So, and I don't believe that. So, one of the greatest misconceptions about healing is that we have to become someone different. And I really don't believe that's true. Healing isn't about becoming more, it's about uncovering, discovering who we've always been, right? It's like the Archangel Michael card, remember who you are. So, as empaths, earth angels, and cycle breakers, many of us have learned to stay small, to hide, to shrink, to not take up space, to not shine too brightly, to not speak our truth, right? To not trust our intuition because it felt safer to blend in than to stand out. Over time, that contraction doesn't just affect your confidence, it affects your energy body and eventually your physical body, your physical well being as well. So, pain often reflects where we've been living in contraction rather than authenticity. I love that. As you release fear, shame, self judgment, and the need to please everyone, your aura naturally begins to expand. Because, not because you're trying to become bigger or more important, but because you're no longer shrinking to fit into someone else's expectations. I love that. So, as your aura becomes stronger, more coherent, um, you create space for greater vitality, clearer intuition, healthier boundaries, and a deeper connection to your soul. So essentially, your pain no longer defines you. Instead, it becomes the catalyst that helps you reclaim your authentic self and share the unique medicine you came here to offer the world. Your creativity matters. Okay, so before I share this one last piece, I kind of turned it around, but that's what my guidance was, so I trusted that. um, I have the invitation to the free consult. So the free consult is the best way that I can help you. And I have many ways to support you in healing your pain, in embodying your soul, in activating your energy body. I have 6-month coaching programs, 3-month coaching programs. I have an angel healing package, which is about relaxing and receiving healing. I have an angel customized, personalized angel retreat that's filled with all of these beautiful spiritual tools as I help you begin building your personal practice to heal your pain. So that's filled with all these tools that will support you on your journey. So there's many ways to work with me. And so the consult itself, this is a compassionate and heartfelt space. I'm listening to you and your angels, and I'm going to share what your angels are saying about your pain. This is going to create a moment of relief. And then together, we're going to create your roadmap to relief so that when you leave the session, you know your next right step on your healing journey, whether we coach together or not. If we're a good fit, I'll share the details of the coaching program or offering that I feel is going to meet you where you're at, right? So that's what the angels and I do together, and that's what we do together. We figure out where you are, right? Where you want to go and which program can support you in that. So I'd love to have that conversation with you. And I'll put the link in the chat for the free consult. And I have one or two open in July, left in July. So why is tending to our aura so hard? I think one of the biggest so I came up with a couple reasons, and let me know which one resonates with you in the chat, in the comments. I think one of the biggest reasons is the constant bombardment of energy, frequency, and information, right? We're living in a world where our nervous systems are continually processing conversations, news, social media, other people's emotions, all the stuff going on with Pachamama, Mother Earth, expectations, and collective fear. I mean, holy cow. It's like a full-time job. After a while, we become energetically overloaded. So instead of consciously tending to our aura, what do? We shut down, we disconnect, we simply try to survive. The other piece that keeps coming through to me is the wound of staying small. So many empaths, earth angels, and cycle breakers, as I named before, learned that it wasn't safe to shine, to take up space, or to fully express who we are. Somewhere along the way, we learned to shrink ourselves so we wouldn't be judged, criticized, rejected, or hurt. I actually believe, I believe our aura is capable of expanding far beyond what most of us consciously allow. When we're living from our wounds, we unconsciously keep our light hidden, small. As we heal, surrender, and become more authentic, our aura naturally expands because we're no longer hiding who we truly are. I'm hearing let your freak flag fly, right? Another reason is I think simply because of lack of education. Most of us were never taught that our aura is real or that it requires care just like our physical body. One of the things the angel said to me in my book was, we're meant to tend to our physical body and our energy body in equal measure. And I was like, oh. Because we usually can't see the aura with our physical eyes, we often dismiss it. Yet science has measured the electromagnetic field surrounding the body, and intuitive traditions have worked with the aura for thousands of years. Developing awareness of your aura requires intuition, practice, and conscious attention. So without understanding how our aura works or how to tend to it, it's easy to carry energy that was never ours to carry in the first place. We absorb other people's emotions, beliefs, expectations, and even pain without realizing it. For me, tending to the aura isn't about becoming protected from life. It's about reclaiming your power so you stay aligned with your soul, your truth, and your mission while allowing everything else that isn't yours to simply pass through. Right. And I know one thing my therapist said yesterday was like, oh, when we have an experience and it triggers that wound, that experience doesn't trigger the wound if the wound isn't there, right? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So let me see what the angels are saying. So let's do just a moment of spiritual relaxation and an aura blessing from Archangel Raguel. So this is just all being intuitively led. So close your eyes and take a few cleansing breaths. We're inviting beautiful Archangel Raguel and his medicine of divine order, his sky blue light, to fill your auric field. And he's starting all the way up the spiritual layer and just filling your aura, your electromagnetic field around your body with this beautiful sky blue light. And it's bringing the medicine of grace, the medicine of trust, the medicine of benevolence. So let that flow not only into the auric field, but down the center channel through the chakras and then into any point of pain in your body, any issue in the tissue. And then bring your hands to your heart and say, I am devoted to receiving love and spiritual relaxation from my angels. Letting your heart and mind open to your angels' love. And in this moment, just set the intention to receive more unconditional love than you've ever received before. And Raguel bringing in his sacred angel Reiki symbol into the third eye, into the heart, and into the belly, bringing mental and emotional balance and harmony. And then we're gonna just as you let yourself relax, you're gonna let Raguel gently release anything, there you go, anything in your aura that is not yours to carry. An imprint, an emotion, an experience, a frequency, there we go. And just allow yourself to breathe and relax. Visualize yourself inside of your heart like a glowing, radiant, mesmerizing light. That's you, that's the soul you. And then you know what the pain is, right? Even if you don't, just bring whatever fear or pain needs to be released. See it in your hand as a symbol. I'm seeing the fear of being wrong or doing it wrong or being wrong in my hand as a symbol. And then hand it to Raguel. Hand it to your guardian angels. Hand it to the divine. Your body may twitch or shudder. You may feel emotional. You may feel a deep sense of peace or stillness. Whew. And as you release this pain, this wound, you receive benevolence. As you release this fear, there you go, you receive trust. And as you release this heaviness, you receive grace, light. And then stretching your arms up, inhaling them up through the auric field. And then exhaling them down and out like you're sweeping through the aura. Hands of light, just letting go. And you can do that. We're just going to do it once here, but you can do that as many times as you're guided to. And then we'll ask the power question, what lesson am I learning from this pain? What is the gem of this pain? I'm willing to see, I'm willing to understand. And I know I asked that in my meditation this morning. I got the answer, like a layer of it. And then see how quickly it goes in and out, but that's okay. It'll come back. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste. Okay. Whew, I wasn't planning on doing that, but that was so beautiful. So that's essentially what we're going to be doing, or a little bit of what's going to happen in our energy body basics class. So we're going to be talking about learning about each layer of the aura and the archangel the color, the level of relaxation, and the crystal connected with each of those layers. So, and you'll figure out it's like, oh, the color really helps me. Oh, the crystal really helps me. Oh, that archangel really helps me. Like you can choose. You don't have to use all of it to activate your energy body. I'm going to teach a short, simple way to connect with your energy body every day in this beautiful workshop that is on the full moon. There is a coupon code through the end of the week. It's supposed to be through Wednesday, but I'm going to talk to the studio owner about making it through Friday. Angel 55, all capitals, no space. Where it's a discount for the workshop. And yeah, I'll put that link in the information in the comments. I'm so grateful for you. I hope this added value to your life. It's such a pleasure and an honor to talk about angels and intuition and the energy body. I mean, this is what lights me up. So I hope it resonated and added value. I'm going to send this replay in my newsletter. So if you're not signed up for it, go to jillkemperhealing.com. I'll put the free consult link, the Energy Body Basics link with the coupon in the comments. And yeah, feel free, like I said, if something here resonated with you, feel free to reach out to me and ask questions. I'd love to connect with you and your angels in that way, through the consult, through my class, and or through my book. All right, lots of love. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here. So many of you. Namaste.